MrBeast's video Train vs Giant Pit became one of the most viral videos on YouTube with around 50 million views in the first day, and we're going to break down why this video exploded as one of his all-time greatest videos. We all know MrBeast is the master of YouTube and cracking the code to YouTube's algorithm to become one of the biggest YouTubers ever with over 150 million subscribers. But don't you ever wonder what details and strategies he uses to make the perfect video? Well, we're going to find out why MrBeast's video went crazy viral. If you haven't seen the video yet, it's absolutely insane and I highly recommend checking it out. MrBeast sets up not one, not two, not three, but 5 different experiments that help keep the viewer intrigued, wanting to know more, and wanting to see the outcome of all these crazy experiments. This helps MrBeast keep extremely high viewer retention on his videos. And he does all this in the first 14 seconds of the video, making sure he hooks as many people at the very beginning of the video.
I just bought this train and it is currently barreling full speed towards that giant pit over there.
We're also crashing countless cars, blowing up thousands of sticks of real dynamite, and even putting 10 jet engines on a car, just to show you the most insane experiments of all time.
The first experiment MrBeast jumps right into is exploding a house with 100,000 fireworks. Now that alone encourages longer viewer retention because you of course want to see what a house looks like after 100,000 fireworks are set off inside the house. This creates a mystery that the viewer must stay to watch because they have never seen what that looks like. MrBeast also incorporates another plot within this experiment. He gives each of his friends a mannequin to place inside the house and see if the mannequin survives the aftermath of the explosion. Again, intriguing the viewer to stick around to see if the mannequin would have survived. MrBeast doesn't waste any time either. He gets this entire experiment explained, shown, and the outcome all within 1 minute and 25 seconds into the video before immediately, with no hesitation, sending you to the next experiment, the pit. This specific game of tug-of-war is between 2 giant school buses and a tank, with the losing side falling hundreds of feet into a giant pit.
2, 1, go! Full throttle right. You're done for!
Again, creating that mystery for the viewer, not only wondering who will win, but also what does a bus or giant tank look like after falling into a giant hole in the ground. Before heading on to the next experiment, MrBeast gives a hint of foreshadowing of what will be going on later in the video, which is that an entire train will be launched off the tracks straight into the giant pit. This is setting that hook even deeper into the viewer, making them want to stick around to watch more.
Later in this video, a train's gonna come off those tracks and land right about there. But before we do that, this is $50,000 and it is surrounded by thousands of pounds of TNT.
The third experiment is the TNT experiment. MrBeast surrounds $50,000 in TNT and gives someone a credit card with unlimited money to protect that $50,000.
If you use wood, bricks, or even steel to protect this money.
Whatever's left of this 50 grand when that TNT blows up, you keep. Good
The
luck.
unlimited money on the credit card gets the viewer engaged by them starting to think of ways they would try and spend that money to protect the $50,000. It also creates some controversy. The viewer might believe that they would have done something differently that would have protected the money better than the person did in the video. MrBeast constantly keeps the viewer engaged, not letting them get distracted at any point. The next experiment is an experiment MrBeast has already done on the channel, but this time he makes it 10 times bigger. One thing to notice here is that by him mentioning that they have done this in a previous video, makes returning viewers try to remember if they have seen that video before.
In a previous video, we put a jet engine on a car and it jumped over 8 buses. So this time we put 10 jet engines on the car and we're gonna see if it...
However, for new viewers, this creates another mystery of wondering what that video looks like and potentially wanting to go see that video after watching this one. This also creates a YouTube strategy for longer session times on YouTube, which is huge for the algorithm. If you don't know, session times are a duration a viewer stays on YouTube. So if a viewer tends to have a long session time on your channel, the more YouTube will push your content to more people because they can tell that content keeps the viewers on YouTube. And ultimately, that's YouTube's goal, which is to keep you on their platform for as long as possible. After showing the car launching over 600 feet over a giant row of buses, MrBeast jumps right back to the pit experiment.
The road.
Yeah, it's still smoking.
Whoa!
Oh, and smoking.
And now we are back at the giant pit. If you jump in this deep pit and land on 1,000 bouncy balls, would you die?
I'd love to know.
Notice how he's constantly switching back and forth between experiments, getting the viewer hooked more and more each time to see what happens in each experiment. This time in the pit, they are throwing mannequins and cars into the pit.
Oh!
However, Mr. Beast subtly adds a clip with the train in the background, creating a foreshadow into the whole reason people clicked on the video in the first place, which is train versus giant pit.
Next bit.
Mr. Beast then jumps back to the TNT experiment, where he adds a plot twist to the experiment.
He's honestly taking this way more seriously than I thought he would.
He throws out the offer that if he can double the TNT, he will also double the $50,000, now making the prize money $100,000.
You blew my expectations out of the water. How about this? If you let me double the TNT, I'll double the money.
So 100 grand, double the TNT.
Yeah, but if it blows it up, you get nothing.
This creates more engagement for the viewer, by the viewer now wondering if they would say deal or no deal to Mr. Beast's offer.
Take the deal. Take the deal.
Okay.
Deal, baby.
Okay.
Deal, baby.
It also adds more drama and excitement to the experiment once that person accepts the deal to double everything, making the viewer question if the person made the right decision or not. Mr. Beast then jumps to the fifth and final experiment, which is bowling. But it's not just normal bowling, it's with cars.
Hey, first bowl strike.
Oh, it's not going straight. It's coming our direction. We should move. We should move. We should move.
Nolan, watch out!
Oh, into the field. There it goes. Oh, it's turning around. Oh, it's coming back.
Oh, God.
It's coming back. The car's got a mind of its own. It's coming back.
However, this experiment Mr. Beast capitalizes on pushing an advertisement to his merch store. Now, most YouTubers seem to just throw the ad in a random part of the video, but Mr. Beast incorporates his ad for his merch store flawlessly by making sure the viewer doesn't get bored and click off the video. Instead, while the viewer is watching the cars fly down the roadway, smashing into the porta potty pins, Mr. Beast plugs his merchandise store by saying they are wearing their brand new merch and explains to them how they can find it on his store at www.mrbeast.store.
During this bit, me and the boys have been wearing some brand new designs, which you can now buy on our new store, MrBeast.store. 3, 2, 1! We switched from shopmrbeast.com, which was very long, move over, to MrBeast.store. Oh my god! No way! Oh, we just about died!
He doesn't have to go super into detail, which would lead a massive part of the audience to click off the video. Instead, he is quick and to the point, and then immediately continues on with the video.
Don't forget to head to MrBeast.store and buy our brand new merch right now. Since I doubled...
Rotating back to the TNT bit. However, this time, when he goes back to the TNT bit, he also throws in an ad for his Feastables chocolate bar. If you don't know, Feastables is another brand Mr. Beast is growing rapidly, trying to compete with Hershey's chocolate as the top-selling chocolate bar. Mr. Beast makes sure to throw in something about his chocolate candy in most of his videos, and on this video, they tape Feastables chocolate bars all over the concrete wall that is protecting the $100,000 of prize money. And right after that, Mr. Beast does something so subtle that you might not even notice. But he brings back a contestant from one of his previous videos, ages 1 to 100 fight for $500,000, to press the button that blows up the TNT. This intrigues the viewer to want to go watch that video as well. Especially as someone has made it this far into the video, they have been enjoying the content, so they have a higher chance of wanting to go watch more videos of his as well.
Oh my god! Oh, that money's gone for sure. Oh my god! Look at that smoke cloud! I can't even see anything. Is it okay? Wait, I think I see money falling from the sky. Oh.
7 days of work just went up in flames. I don't know if I've got this.
Now, we're 9 minutes and 12 seconds into the video, and we are just now getting to the point of why we clicked on the video in the first place, which is train versus giant pit. Now, normally waiting this long into the video to get to the main topic would be devastating to watch time. He fits the entire train versus giant pit experiment into a 1-minute time span, which is insane to think about because he probably spent millions of dollars and countless hours into this video for it all to be condensed down to one final minute. But that's not all. Mr. Beast then ends the video within 10 seconds of the train exploding, making sure to keep that retention graph from falling off at the end of the video, just like we did for this video.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's end it with an explosion.